Hey y'all, John from Second Chance Composting here. How you doing today? Secondchancecomposting.com is the website. Please like and subscribe to the video. So today we have a rainy day. We've had a beautiful summer here. Only a few days where it rained. Only a couple days where it really rained all day like it has today, but we need it, so it's all right. I've been trying to get up and get this sawdust from one of my local partners, connections, guy that I know that helps me out, whatever you want to call it. Since I started the business, I reached out to him. Somebody else that reached out to me who was doing similar type of work let me know about him, and he had all the sawdust because he does firewood on the side, and he's got a full-time job, but he just loves to do firewood. So he's got a processor and he's got a lot of sawdust, and so I called him a couple years ago when I first started the business trying to get carbon, and he's been great. He used to just throw it in the woods at his property, but he said, hey, if it can go to good use, he doesn't mind. So he actually loads me up. I just bring my trailer, and he has a tractor there, and he loads it up, and I rake it in, and very helpful. It's an easy job for me, and I get a lot of material because clean sawdust is hard to come by. So the one thing is I wish I had a place to store it out of the rain, but it still lasts about a year as good sawdust, even in the rain, even in the wet conditions, even through winter. But ideally I'd have a spot to store it undercover, but I don't yet. So and even nicer is my new facility is right up the street from, or right down the street from his spot. So I pretty much started taking this video when I left, and it's only going to be a few minutes to the spot. So I'm going to go dump this load, and he's going to wait there and do a little bit of cleaning up, and he's going to give me another load. So I'll get two big loads of sawdust. I mean, 14 yards of this stuff, just for my time and for my equipment to go get it. So can't beat it. Yeah, I'd say like it's very important to make good connections with people and form good relationships. You know, there could be other people doing this type of thing, and I don't even know. As far as like firewood at this level, who just have a byproduct that they don't need. It's just waste to him. And he said to me, he's like, look, I got to use a tractor to push it into the woods anyway. If I scoop it up and need a truck, it's not a big deal. And he's really easy to work with and a nice guy. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to go bring this to the facility, tip it, and then go back to get the second load. You probably got another half a load there. Probably got 2.5 loads total, maybe even 3. But I think we'll probably do 2 today. I don't want him to have to sit in the rain all day, but he was willing to come in the rain. So you know, with composting, I'm going to ramble on a little bit, but you know, having good amount of carbon is key. And the spot I'm in now, I've done a lot of work to make sure people know that I'll take wood chips for free. So I'm actually happy with the amount of wood chips I have right now. I could always use more. I never turn down carbon, but this stuff's a little different. It's so much finer. I can use it in my drop-off locations for sawdust during the summer months, for you know, so they can sprinkle into the food scrap totes and I don't have to buy it. So that's probably what I'll do. That's what I did the first couple years, and then I started buying shavings in this year. But I'll use this again now that it's fresh and new. And yeah, it's just great stuff. I mean, really beautiful. Like, it's such fine product that it breaks down quickly if you do want to put it in your piles. It can absorb a lot of moisture quickly, much better than wood chips will do, or even leaves. So if you got like some leachate or something like that, you can easily just, as long as it's not too bad and you don't need a bigger fix, like you can easily just pop some of this around the windrow and clean up your mess. Oh, you hear that? That's the truck pulling this heavy load. It's actually not that, it's filled to the brim. It's 14 yards, but it's not too heavy because it's not wet really, so it's pretty light and fluffy stuff. The deeper we get down into the bottom of his pile, the darker it becomes and the more brown it becomes and the heavier it becomes, the more wet it is. But the stuff on top was nice and fine and just flaky. So I'm going to keep this video going until we get there because I'm not too far away right now. But yeah, I have come up every year since I started the business. I've come up and got it from him. I think once a year I come up. Maybe one year I came up twice, like in the spring and in the fall. I've been meaning to come up. Like I said, this guy's really easy to work with. I've been meaning to come up for. I texted him maybe like 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago, and asked him, how he was looking with Sawdust. He said, not quite ready yet. And then maybe 2 months ago, month and a half, I saw him out. I was taking a walking from my truck to the library one day, and he drove by and stopped and said, hey, I got some Sawdust ready, and they just drove by, let me know. So I've been trying to get up ever since then, but it just hasn't worked. So he's very easy to coordinate and schedule things with. He's pretty much, he goes up there and does his firewood for fun, so he's like, I'm there anyway. So we're gonna be dropping this off. What I'll do is, I wish I had brought the key for the loader, which I didn't do, because I would basically like dump it and then pile it up into a big pile, which I'm not gonna be able to do because I don't have the key for the loader. So what I'll do is I'm gonna drop it, and then I'll come up tomorrow and I'll pile it into a nice big pile so I have, not take up as much room. So wish I had thought of that, and we'll see how much sticks. I mean, it is wet, and it was wet in the trailer from the rain, so hopefully not a lot gets gummed up on the trailer bed when I tip it, but we'll see. So I'm going to keep the video going, like I said, and show you all that, so you can stay with me the whole time from leaving his place to his firewood lot to the composting facility, which is right up the road here. So bear with me. I'm going to put you down for a minute while I back in. This is not going to be easy, so let me put this down for a minute. Probably see me there, but I already opened the gate in preparation. It doesn't look like anybody's coming that way. Nobody's coming this way, so I'm gonna do it. Here we go. I usually come in the other way, so I'm not quite used to this yet. I remember years ago seeing a guy back a trailer in, and I thought to myself, how the hell did he do that? And here I am doing it. And people rush by you, they don't give you any time. But I'm in, so now I just gotta get it where I want it without hitting the fence. Cool. I'm gonna straighten it out and then go back exactly to where I need, because right now I'm not too straight. Heavily trafficked road here. You wouldn't know it, but it's very busy. I'm gonna probably put the 4s on in a minute. I got cars coming both ways, so I'm gonna get out of the way. Okay, here we go. Yep, right where I want it. Bear with me while I talk to myself while I get this going. It's very muddy up here too. It doesn't take much for this area to get really wet, which is unfortunate. Alright, let's do this. Alright, here we go. Now we cut it right. Alright, what I'm gonna go do is open the gate, because if I don't open this gate now, it's gonna get stuck and not have room, so I want to put it right here. That's where it's going. So the trip is 8 minutes from there to here. Sorry for the video. I don't have a tripod with me. So that's that. I'm just gonna back it in. Hopefully don't get stuck.